Did you know that the future of Iran, yes, modern-day Iran, is already written in the Bible? What if I told you prophecy, war, judgment, and redemption all point directly to it? This isn't conspiracy, it's scripture. Throughout history, Iran has stood at the center of empires, revolutions, and revelations. Known in the Bible as Persia, this ancient land isn't just a footnote in prophetic scripture, it plays a starring role. And what's written may shock you. Today, we uncover the biblical destiny of Iran and what's already unfolding in real time. Let's start at the beginning. The ancient roots of Iran in scripture. In the Old Testament, Persia is mentioned nearly 30 times. Iran, formerly Persia, wasn't just a backdrop, it was a powerhouse. In the book of Daniel, chapter 10, a mysterious angelic figure tells Daniel that the prince of Persia withstood him for 21 days. This reference isn't to a human king, but a spiritual power. Iran, even back then, was a place of immense spiritual warfare. In Isaiah 45, the Persian king Cyrus is prophesied by name 150 years before he was born. The Bible called him God's anointed, saying he would allow the Jewish people to return from Babylonian exile and rebuild Jerusalem. Cyrus did exactly that. Think about this. Iran's ancient king was once chosen by God to fulfill prophecy. But that's only the beginning. Ezekiel's prophecy, Iran in the end times. Let's fast forward. Ezekiel 38 and 39 speak of a terrifying war in the end times, known as the War of Gog and Magog. Iran is mentioned directly. Persia, Cush, and Put will be with them. Ezekiel 38 verse 5. Persia, Iran, joins a coalition of nations led by a mysterious figure called Gog of Magog, interpreted by many scholars as Russia or a northern power. Together, these nations attack Israel. Now remember, this prophecy was written over 2,500 years ago. And yet today, Iran and Russia are growing closer, building military alliances. Both oppose Israel. Both are deeply entangled in Middle East conflicts. Coincidence? Or prophecy unfolding? Iran's role in future conflict. Iran's regime today speaks openly about the destruction of Israel. Its leaders chant death to America and fund proxy wars through groups like Hezbollah and Hamas. Its nuclear ambitions continue despite global warnings. Is it possible that modern Iran is preparing knowingly or unknowingly for its prophetic role? Many believe the coalition described in Ezekiel is forming right before our eyes. Iran may not be the leader, but it's one of the key players. And here's the stunning part. God intervenes. According to Ezekiel 38 verse 22, God himself brings judgment upon the invaders. I will execute judgment upon him with plague and bloodshed. I will pour down torrents of rain, hailstones, and burning sulfur. This divine intervention may be a glimpse of supernatural war unlike anything the world has ever seen. The spiritual power behind Iran. Let's revisit Daniel 10, the Prince of Persia. This isn't just political, it's spiritual. The Bible tells us Iran is not only important in global affairs, but also in spiritual warfare. Some believe the Prince of Persia represents a demonic principality still influencing the region. It's why the battle over Iran is not just military, it's ideological and deeply spiritual. This explains why revivals within Iran are often underground, why persecution is so fierce, and why Iranian Christians risk their lives to follow Jesus. But here's something many don't know. Iran's secret revival. Despite Iran's anti-Christian government, it has one of the fastest-growing underground churches in the world. Right now, thousands of Muslims are encountering Christ through dreams, visions, and secret Bible studies. Former imams are becoming pastors. Young Iranians, disillusioned with Islam, are turning to the message of Jesus. This is not widely reported, but it's real. God is moving powerfully in Iran. Could it be that while the government resists him, the people are awakening? And could this spiritual awakening be part of Iran's future in Bible prophecy, revelation, and judgment? In Revelation, we see end-time events unfold rapidly: wars, chaos, and global deception. While Iran isn't mentioned by name, scholars suggest its involvement is tied to the beast's empire and the rising tension in the Middle East. Whether through alliances, war, or deception, Iran may again find itself at the center of prophecy. But Revelation isn't just about destruction, it's about redemption. And that brings us to hope. A future of redemption. Remember Cyrus? A Persian king used by God to bless his people? That shows us something powerful. God isn't done with Iran. Yes, Iran is prophesied to face judgment, but it's also prophesied to encounter Jesus. In Isaiah 19, a stunning prophecy speaks of a highway between Egypt, Assyria, and Israel. And it says, "Blessed be Egypt, my people, Assyria, the work of my hands, and Israel, my inheritance." Isaiah 19, verse 25. Assyria includes parts of modern Iran. This verse hints at a future peace, a reconciliation between former enemies. A time when nations like Iran will not curse Israel, but worship the true God together. This is the biblical destiny of Iran. Not just war, but revival. What this means for us. So, what can we take from all of this? First, prophecy is not fiction. The Bible has accurately predicted kings, kingdoms, and current events. Second, Iran's biblical role reminds us that God is sovereign over nations, even those that oppose him. Third, while governments may resist God, his spirit moves among the people. We must pray for the Iranian church, for boldness and protection. And finally, we should watch. Because prophecy is not over. Iran is in play. The Bible has already spoken. The question is, are we listening?